Maynard, bring up the holy hand grenade. 1, 2, 5.
3, sir.
3.
Arm yourselves, America. This is Defenders Live.
Hey, here comes the danger up in this club. When we get started, man, we ain't gonna stop. We gonna turn it out till it gets too hot. Everybody sing, hey, tell 'em turn it out till they can't no more. Let's get this thing shaking like a disco ball. This is your last warning, a courtesy call. I am not afraid of the storm that comes my way. When it hits, it shakes me to the core and makes me stronger than before. It's not a question.
How do you feel about how do you feel about fake fur or fake anything for that matter?
What do you
like
mean?
faux anything? Like people who get faux blinds,
Faux blinds, faux
like faux wood
fur.
blinds, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, I don't have
Like,
any feeling either way. I mean,
But what I'm saying is like I understand the reasoning because there are folks who can't afford to have
sure, right.
the
right.
the real thing, and so you have to go faux.
Sure.
But I don't know, like, and I've had faux wood blinds before.
Okay, yeah, I understand that. Yeah, faux
You
wood
know.
is fine. Yeah, no big deal there.
They were a little bit pricier, but I mean they weren't as expensive as actual wood ones, and they didn't get tore up as easily. And I mean they did get tore up, but if they didn't hurt my feelings as bad.
yeah.
I don't. I want. So what? So you don't have a. But okay, let's take it a step further. What do you feel about fur?
What do you mean?
How do you feel about fur?
How do I mean, I'm fine
There's
with it. What do you?
Well, there was also
what
an
are you
open-ended
trying to
joke
ask
there.
here? I'm just.
Well, there was an open-ended joke there. You could have done it as like, how do you feel about fur? And you could have went with my hands.
Oh, well, see, I wasn't there on that joke right now. I'm just.
I'm clearly. So let me. How about this? Do you think someone deserves to be stabbed for having fur?
For having fur.
Fur, like
Fur,
legit
like-
having fur.
Like they're fuzzy, or what? What are you talking
no,
about?
no, like actual animal.
Oh,
Fur.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah. No,
Hey,
no,
no, not good.
No, it's
right?
not a good idea. Don't do that. You don't stab people for fur,
Or because they wear fur,
right? Or their furries.
anything
You know, none of those things. You don't stab
Yeah, we-
people for any of those reasons.
Stabbing is bad. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So
So yeah,
I think we've established that stabbing
is bad.
Stabbing
yes.
for fur is
stabbing
bad.
Is bad. Yeah. No, bad idea.
How bad do you think it has to be stabbed over faux fur boots?
Fake fur boots?
Yes, the fake stuff, as in the hairs themselves are probably made out of, polyester.
They're made out of like polyester blend and nylon. I mean, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Are
A
you
woman has been arrested in Ohio
God.
after allegedly stabbing a woman because she was
No.
wearing fur-style boots.
No.
Yes, the police detained Meredith Lowell, a 35-year-old, after she allegedly attacked a woman with a knife. Any takers on where this crime would have taken place?
Church's Chicken.
Close.
I don't know. White Castle?
No. Getting colder.
Oh. Another chicken joint, then maybe.
Well,
No?
I said, well, it's kind of in the name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. See, I said churches earlier. Is that? No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. This woman stabbed another woman with a knife inside of a church. Because nothing says I love Jesus like stabbing someone over polyester and nylon.
Oh my, come on. No, this is not how this works.
Yes, the police said the victim, who has not been named, is a babysitter for the church who had been dropping children off at choir practice.
Yes.
The victim sustained 3 non-life-threatening stab wounds, including 2 to her arm and 1 to her abdomen.
Oh my, that's not good.
No.
You said non-life-threatening though, right?
Yes, non-life-threatening. Cleveland Heights police described the attack as random and unprovoked.
Of course it was.
I'm going to go on a limb and say that if the woman stabbed her because of wearing faux boots, it sounds provoked.
It sounds provoked, yes.
Is it baseless provocation?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Completely. Right.
But just saying.
Well, I mean,
yeah, the stabbing happened apparently around 5:20 local time on last Wednesday inside Fairmont Presbyterian Church. Mrs. Lowell, who was the lady who did the stabbing, Miss Stabs a Lot, lives nearby, the police said, but officials didn't believe she is a member of the church.
Are you saying she's really into the pokey pokes?
Apparently. The boots of the victim,
Were made
victim
for
was
walking,
wearing
right?
on Wednesday.
Her boots were made for walking.
Yeah, but they didn't get to walk all over her, though.
Oh.
No, that's the problem.
That's one of these days.
It is one of these days. The boots that the victim was wearing on Wednesday were actually faux fur and do not contain any real animal product. Yeah. The Cleveland Heights police chief, Annette Mecklenburg, praised members of the public for intervening. Quote, they came to the aid of this victim, putting themselves at risk. They were able to disarm and restrain Miss Lowell until the police were able to arrive. They should be commended for their quick action in helping to prevent further injury to any body.
Good job.
Yeah,
Good job. Yep.
God bless you all. You're so wonderful.
Stuff. Look at you all. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. God bless her. Well, so apparently you can't go anywhere or do anything without somebody trying to stab you.
Right.
Welcome to
or
the
shoot
United
you.
States.
I mean, it is Ohio, so.
It's just when it gets cold up there, they get bored and. Yeah, what else are you gonna do? You can stab somebody over faux fur boots. I'm sorry, but
I mean, you need to stay warm.
Well, it's true. Going back to it, I agree. We should never, ever, never, ever, never.
Never ever for never
Never,
ever?
never, ever.
For never ever?
Stab anybody for any reason, under any condition.
Right.
Unless, it's in self-defense. Having said that, if you're going to, take that leap into assault of the felony kind, I would recommend it being for something a tad more than someone's footwear. Just throwing that out there.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things that can set a person off, So footwear being one of them, obviously, because
Clearly.
I have heard that a woman looks down at the feet first, and then they scan up from there.
So what you're saying is she didn't even make it past the boots and just snapped.
Yeah, I think so.
What if she had seen like her pants or the color scheme of her outfit?
Maybe she had leopard print on, and she would have been all over that too.
Ooh. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe she did have on leopard print, and the lady thought it was an animal. Between the fur boots and the leopard print, she might have thought it was a real animal and not a human. Maybe she thought it was a real leopard.
Maybe she was going hunting. Are you saying she's a knife hunter?
She's saying she's... God bless her. Oh.
Quiet guy in the back over on the Twitters. I believe everyone is into the pokey poles. Thank you.
Took me a minute to find the bell.
Yeah,
Sorry.
well, it's fine.
But, yeah, so.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
Hi, Defenders Live, DOAEshow.com. Go to the website, check it out. Lots of cool things over there.
Yes.
Pick up go for the sweater. Go for the ugly sweater.
Yes,
We're very
Jack Hole
proud of
ugly
that
sweater.
ugly sweater.
I really like it.
We're very proud of that
Yes.
sweater. Get it picked up because, you're going to be going to parties, and why not represent in style? Go to all of the social medias for us, which is at DOAE Show. That's on everything, the Facebooks, the Twitters, the MeWe's, the Freedom Hards.
Oh, because freedom ain't easy.
Everywhere and everything. Go to mojo50.com.
Yes.
check out all the other awesome hosts and amazing people over there. It's so much better than we are. So much better than we are.
So good.
That's why we're at the end of the day. But at DOA Show, use the hashtag #ArmYourselves.
And just so you know, there are a bunch of people that have been watching our show, and they are intent on watching our show. So much so that they've already been asking, why is Dylan on the wrong side?
Well, the AI, as an AI, Steven has been experimenting for the past several months.
About sides, directions,
well,
variables.
that and trying to do like hologram and thing like that. We've been working on it very hard. Unfortunately, thank you. The progress has had to kind of come to a stop. Due to finances and the holidays and whatnot.
Yeah, you know, my kids would like something other than a hologram of Dylan. So,
yes, and so what has happened is I have been sent back into the Matrix as a whole.
Full digital conversion.
Yeah, I'm in.
By doing that, it flips the frame. So I had to put him on the other side of the screen. It's not a big deal. It really
it's not. I'm still here. I'm still alive. It's still all me. I'm all digital now, and
he sounds a little more digital, and that's fine.
I do. Well, part of that is the virus apparently that I've got going in. You didn't pay attention to that.
I'm sorry.
To the firewall with me.
Well, you know, it'll be over in a few days. It'll be fine. You'll be all right.
Hopefully, that's the plan. We'll see what happens.
It's not a Trojan. It's not like it's a Trojan or anything. It's not like a giant worm that's gonna, just embed itself into you. And
look, the words Dylan and large worm have never ever been spoken together in history, and so
tequila. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
they don't do that. It's a big fat no. So okay. Arkansas Democrats. They failed to get a candidate on the ballot against Cotton. I'm sorry.
Cotton, not Cochran.
Cochran.
You need to change your glasses, buddy.
Yes. It's that damn virus, I'm telling you.
It has to be. That it has to be. Yeah, apparently Democratic Party in Arkansas announced on Monday that it was ending its push to get a candidate to the U.S. Senate on the ballot for 2020 for the Republican to go against the Republican Senator Tom Cotton's first re-election bid.
Oh,
yeah.
So sad. I'm so sad about that.
Why? I mean,
I'm. You know what? I am tore up. I'm going to climb into bed.
You sound sad.
I am. I'm going to get some Oreos and a cup of warm milk, and I'm going to climb into my bed, and I'm going to curl up with some Disney Plus, and I'm going to watch Lady and the Tramp or something like that. Bonkers. Like that. I saw Bonkers is on there. I might watch Bonkers. I haven't seen that since I was. Or Gummy Bears. I saw Gummy Bears on there.
Wow, Gummy Bears.
Yes, jeez. I saw Gummy Bears on there. I might lay in bed.
Watch the Gummy Bears.
A full sleeve or two of Oreo.
Well,
watching Gummy Bears.
Obviously.
Yeah, and cry myself into sleep is what I will probably do. It's so stupid. Isn't it kind of late to be trying to get somebody in?
Well, I mean, they're trying to slip anybody in at any time. I mean.
Oh, I know, but it's so stupid.
I mean, it's just that's just how they push it. But apparently, they've decided to give up. They've given up the ghost, as it were. And they're just saying,
Thank
you know
God.
what? Screw it. We're just gonna let things happen.
Let it roll.
Yeah, let things lie.
There's no. They're I don't know why they think this is literally the epitome of they're taking whatever they've got and they're throwing it against the wall hoping it'll stick.
Yes.
And that's what this is. They're making last ditch efforts. Somebody's got to be better than anybody else, and somebody's got to be able to beat Trump. Let's just get anybody and everybody, and if we bombard it, somebody on our side will win.
Right. And this is, so they're not even thinking about local elections or U.S. Senate elections and things like that. Because they're like, you know what? Screw it. We're just going to focus on Trump, and everything's going to be Trump. Hey, Tekru got his ugly Jack Hole Christmas sweater.
Yay! Is there
Yay.
pictures?
Yes, he did. He sent pictures.
Where? On the
MeWes.
MeWes?
Of course.
Of course. Oh, looky there. See, that is I don't care what nobody says. That's an awesome shirt.
That's an awesome ugly shirt. It's good.
I like it.
I do
It's very
too.
festive.
Mhm.
It can be worn.
Anytime.
You could wear it year round, but you know.
Yeah. I mean, obviously. But
Just saying.
whatever. I'm not.
I'm very proud of that. You worked very hard on that. I'm very proud of that.
Well, thank you.
It looks good.
I'm
Looks
glad.
good.
I'm glad that you're proud of my work.
I am. Because I don't know how the hell to do that. I'm a useless AI. I can't do math. I can barely read.
Oh, heck.
I can't format and use whatever program. You see, I don't even know what you did. I just know that you went clickety click click click, and all of a sudden there's a shirt.
Here we are.
Tech Roo's got a sweater now.
That's how we do this.
That's I believe is magic. Honestly,
Oh, it's magic.
you know.
There we go. Yeah, but the party leaders, they spent the past 2 weeks scrambling trying to find a replacement for Joshua Mahoney, who announced that he was ending his campaign just 2 hours after the official filing deadline to run for office.
Are you kidding me?
No. Mahoney cited that family health concerns in his surprise announcement,
What a
leaving the
crock.
party's officials completely flat-footed. Oh, that's awesome. In a Monday press conference,
2 hours.
2-hour tour. There you go. In Monday's press conference, party chairman Michael John Gray said Mahoney was a no-show for a meeting he had scheduled for the party to explain the situation, and that a legal representative for Mahoney refused to elaborate beyond his initial statements on quitting the race.
Quit the race because he never wanted to run the damn thing in the first place.
Darn right.
He didn't want to do it. He wanted to be. He only went in because everybody pressured him into doing it.
Yeah.
And something happened somewhere, and he found an out and said, "Oh, deuces!"
Right.
Like a fat kid in dodgeball, he was gone. I don't blame him.
That's
Maybe he got
exactly
smart and realized there's no way in hell he would ever win, and he wasn't going to waste time and energy.
it.
I don't know.
It's
I don't
probably,
know.
It probably is. I mean, Tom Cotton has a big hold in where he is. So
And it was for the best. I don't care what anybody says. It's for the best because there's no reason to try and there's certain things in life that you strive for them.
yes.
You know, there might be a chance. You tell your kids, you never know unless you try.
Mhm.
Give it your best. Blah blah blah.
Right.
This is one of those. This is not one of those times. Not even close.
Oh, yes.
No, this is one of those. You should have known better. Dope slap in the back of the head.
Right. And that's true. I agree.
Just saying.
Oh.
Oh my God, my back.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I know. So, Alabama.
Alabama.
That Bammer governor is she signed a bill.
Okay.
Mhm.
She did something.
Have you seen this? Have you seen this?
have you seen this?
I can't do it like that because my voice is all
Yeah,
ripped
your
up.
voice. Not there.
Alabama Governor Kay Ivey has signed a new law, or into law, a controversial bill
No.
that would require,
Not Kay Ivey.
yes, chemical castration for convicted child sex offenders before they are released from prison.
Wait.
Uh-huh.
Can you say that one more time? I just want to. One more time. Just
Yeah, all right. Alabama Governor Kay Ivey
Yeah.
has signed a law
Mhm.
that requires chemical castration
okay.
for convicted child sex offenders before they are released back into the public.
I don't have any words for this.
There isn't any words for this.
I have zero words.
The bill, HB 379, requires convicted offenders who have abused a child under the age of 13 to take drugs,
Right.
which is basically a cocktail.
Yeah.
that blocks the production of testosterone as well as other naturally occurring hormones and chemicals in the body that drive libido. As a condition for parole, offenders will also be required to pay for the treatment unless they can't afford it, which is, I find that to be kind of dumb because how do you prove that they can't afford it? And they did just come out of jail, so I guarantee you they don't have a job.
They don't have a job.
Can't afford it.
Yeah, no affording.
But Alabama is not the only state to require chemical castration for sex offenders. California passed a chemical castration bill in the 90s for repeat sex offenders.
No.
And a similar law exists on other books, including Florida, Louisiana, Montana, and Oregon.
Oregon? Oregano.
Yep.
That one?
Yep. Michigan used to have a law mandating chemical castration as a parole condition, but appeals court in 1984 overruled it as unlawful. Texas, meanwhile, has a law that stipulates, I'm not even going to try. What is that? An architect?
Huh? Come on.
Nope. Nope, I can't do it. Stipulates.
Orchiotomy. It's an orchiotomy.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
orchiotomy?
Orchiotomy, yeah.
It didn't sound right in my head.
Nah.
Stipulates that orchiotomy cannot be condition of parole, and the inmate must request a procedure for it to be performed. That's kind of weird coming out of Texas.
It is.
Like you would expect, castration thing to come from Texas, not from Alabama. Under Alabama law, the chemical castration. Why can't I frickin' say that word? Treatment is planned to start a month before an inmate is set to be released from prison and will continue until the court is no longer necessary. Decides it's no longer necessary.
Right, because it won't be necessary, right?
Well, no, I mean it just when the court decides he doesn't have to do it anymore.
But
so he has to show up every day for parole and drink this little drink.
Wait. What?
And until the court goes, oh, okay, and
no.
Yep. That's what it says.
No. How about we just castrate them?
I like that idea. As soon as they go in there, you put a little rubber band.
Just rubber band on there, and no, you can't take it off. Don't touch it. And
one day it falls off.
One day it just falls off, and they won't even know it. It's all good. It's fine.
Yeah, it's all good.
No worries.
Once released, if the parolee decides to stop receiving the treatment, they will be found in violation of the parole and immediately sent back to prison.
Because that helped them in the first place.
Of course it does.
Yeah. That helped. That helped, yeah.
Some studies have found that the chemical castration of sexual offenders is effective in reducing recidiveness in certain cases.
Sure.
Well, it does, because if you can't do the deed if you don't have it, it's like, what does the Bible say? If you steal, cut your hand off. If you, lust after another woman, you take your eye out. It's not meant literally. However, if you do it,
literally
you can't do it.
I mean, if you take care of that and it stops it, then I guess you're okay there.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's better to go into heaven with missing a hand or without an eye, and in this case, without your
balls,
nuggets,
than to go into hell with them.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Critics of mandated chemical castration, God bless America, such as the American Civil Liberties Union, says is a violation of the 8th Amendment, which is a ban of cruel and unusual punishment.
How is that cruel or unusual punishment when you're considering what they've done?
Yeah, I don't think it is. I think
when you consider like putting them in jail for doing that, not really. That's kind of cruel and unusual because that doesn't fit the crime. Yeah. Castrating them fits the crime.
It does. It does. Because again, the point of going to jail is to reform. When they come out, they're supposed to not do what they did ever again.
Right. And if they continue to want to do the things that they did beforehand that caused them to go to jail, then they didn't get reformed. And if they didn't get reformed, then what was the point of them going to jail?
Yeah, then you as the society, or as not society, but as the justice system, and I use that term loosely, you have failed them.
Very loose justice system.
But you don't want to admit that you failed them, so you turn around and you act like an idiot.
Right, you say that it's not a big deal at all.
Exactly.
That's kind of been a little bit more of a serious show starting out, but maybe we got some more yucks on the way.
Just a tad.
We're going to take a quick 2-minute break. We'll be back right after that. Hold on. Quiet guy in the
Hold
back.
on.
Please, for the love of God, find a louder soundtrack for people clapping. This needs to have lots more applause.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah. Where are you going? Don't leave me. Oh, all alone. I was all by myself. No one's looking. Thinking of you. Wait, what did I say in my dad's voice? In my dad voice? Did I say something in my dad voice? Did I? I don't think I used my dad voice yet. Not today. Not on the show, anyway. I don't think I did. What are you doing? Oh,
Huh?
what are you doing?
I don't like the fact that like the lower half of my face is dark.
Oh.
So I'm
I keep
experimenting.
on seeing
with
you like
something.
popping up and down. I'm like, what's going on?
I think this light is not going to work. But
Oh, no, that's like orange. You're now orange. Yeah, you're orange. Don't do it.
I don't have another bulb like that.
All right. I got white light.
I don't.
Well,
I mean, I do if I can get the damn thing working. I just-
right. Anyway. Stop it.
I know. I'm not going to mess. I am going to mess with stuff.
Stop it. Not today. Virginia says Orange Man bad. Okay.
Thank you, Virginia. Appreciate it.
All right. Okay, we're coming back in a few seconds.
I think it's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Oh, sorry.
ISIS is no longer present on the internet, everybody.
I'm sorry. There's something in my throat.
That sounds like you got a cough there. I mean, are you okay?
I do. My voice is. I don't know if you can tell, but my voice is trying to leave me.
Well,
and
just,
so I,
just in case you missed it. ISIS, the Islamic State, is not present on the internet anymore following the European Union operation. It's a really bad cough you got there. I mean, that is.
Oh, I'm so sorry, and I don't have a good mute button over here either. I am so sorry.
That is a very hard cough. I'm just. wanted to-
Ooh,
that's
oh.
not good. You
No,
need
no,
to
no,
get that
no.
checked.
Go ahead.
You
Yeah,
sure?
no, I'm-
we all right? I mean,
I got some NyQuil I'm going to take here in a minute. No, you
That's-
go ahead. Continue on. I'm
that's
sorry.
the best. I mean, that is NyQuil. I mean, all right. So, in a major blow to the terrorist radicalization efforts, European law enforcement agencies have stripped ISIS propaganda from popular online services such as Google and Twitter. Over 26,000 of items, which included videos, publications, social media accounts, and communication channels, were flagged by authorities as being terrorist propaganda. Europol, which is apparently the European Union's law enforcement agency.
They're not Interpol anymore?
No, Europol.
No, Europol.
Europol.
I don't know why that makes me giggle. But it does.
Because it's funny. Sent those items to several online service providers for removal. Quote,
Mhm.
for the time being, for as far as we know, ISIS is not present on the internet anymore. We will see how fast, if ever, they will regain service. This came from the Belgian federal prosecutor Eric van der Stip.
Well, if a Vanderstip has said it,
I know, right? If a person named van der Stip said it, then you know it's true.
then you know it's true.
That's right.
mean-
If a man has 7 names, obviously he's correct.
Obviously. I mean, because why not?
Because why not? Authorities said that the services such as Google, Twitter, Instagram, Telegram cooperated with the European-wide efforts to disrupt terrorist activities. Telegram, an online messaging platform used by about 200 million users, contained the most offending material, which resulted in significant portions of key actors in the ISIS network being removed from their service.
So no service for them, huh?
No service for you. That's
Oh, that's
Yeah.
sad.
no soup for them at all.
No.
No soup for ISIS.
No soup for you. Get out.
Get out. Be gone.
I like that show.
It is good shows. It is good shows.
It makes them happy.
Yes, it
So
does.
allegedly.
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 There you go. I hit it in the middle and then tapped the thing at the same time. Yeah. Allegedly, there is no ISIS online.
There is no ISIS on the interwebs anymore.
Right.
Look. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say no on that one.
There's something about that I'm finding hard to swallow.
Well, I mean, it could be the fact that ISIS is such a large member with exorbitant amounts of infiltration into the black market
That's racist.
and the dark webs.
So yeah, they don't technically need to. I mean, I'm sorry, but there are more people have access and ability to get on the dark web now than there ever used to be. So they don't have to be on the surface stuff
Yeah.
because that's where everyone's looking. Get into the dark web one day, or don't. It's very bad. But get into the dark web once or twice. That'll make your butt pucker
It'll scare you, honestly.
just a tad.
Yeah, I mean, first you need a VPN.
Yeah, definitely.
And once you have a VPN, then you can access
Yeah, but
the back door to the internet. It's very vast.
that poor back door.
It gets used quite often.
It's
All I'm saying is
Yeah.
that pro-ISIS material has been taken down in a lot of areas, and that's fine. That's great. That's wonderful. Because it shouldn't be there.
But-
It shouldn't be there. But I'm not saying that it's not there still.
oh no, I'm sure it is.
The
They just-
internet is forever.
They learn to code things. They learn to hide things. And I'm telling you, it's not going to be on the surface stuff for people to find anymore. It's going to be on
Right?
the, go through 4chan and junk like that and
Oh yeah, it's gonna be all that.
dive into the interwebs. That's where are in the dark web. That's where you'll find it.
Go to the 8chan.
Ice.
Go
Yeah.
to
ISIS
8chan, get all the rest of
it'll-
it.
I would say it's like 16 or chan now, isn't it? Or 64 chan?
There's
I
so
don't
many
know where we're at
chans.
now. I know. They keep upgrading all the time.
More chans than China.
Oh, that's
Aw.
racist.
It can be.
That's
If you
funny
see-
as hell, but that's racist. It's funny as hell, but that's still racist. I don't care. It made me giggle.
That's right. That's all that
But
matters.
look, to have
Look.
and this is from NPR, to throw a story out like that.
Yeah.
All you're trying to do is trying to say, look, ISIS is gone. No. They're not gone. They've
No.
just moved. They're like cockroaches. When you turn the light on, they scatter.
Right.
Doesn't mean that the cockroaches are not there. They're just not in the middle of the floor anymore.
Correct. And and that's not it's not appealing, but at least you don't see them.
Well, but then as becomes most people nowadays, they very much of the out of sight, out of mind. If it's not there in front of their face, actively moving, yeah,
Uh-huh.
then they don't see it. That doesn't exist.
So what you're saying is it has to be waving in their face for them to really acknowledge it.
Yeah, it's got to be tapping them on the forehead. Let that mental picture sink in.
I just
Anyway.
want you to get That's all I'm saying.
Hello, McFly.
Speaking of things that could take a few knocks, cat coolers are an amazing product. What?
They are, because they are incredibly rugged.
They are rugged. They also keep your ice cold for up to 7 days.
Because they're rugged.
Yes, and they're made in the United States.
That's what makes them rugged.
Yes, in truth. Yes, correct. They're fully customizable.
You could put rugged on top of it.
You could. And they also come in many colors. I'm
They're
waiting.
rugged.
Oh, I was waiting for.
I hit it. Did you not hear it?
No. You don't have it set up yet, do you? You don't have your sounder set up.
Oh.
Boo on you.
But wait, there's more.
Thank you. If you go to catcoolers.com, catcoolers.com right now, you can use my name, Steven, STEVEN. And that gives you 10% off when you purchase a cat cooler. Plus, when you do purchase a cat cooler, you will get a lifetime warranty on your cat coolers. What does that mean for you? Well, it means that if you die, it won't.
That sounds amazing, and yet
not quite, right?
Very depressing all at the same time.
You can die, and yet the warranty will still be there for your kids and your kids' kids and all the rest of it through. Go check them out today, catcoolers.com. Use my name, Steven, get 10% off on your purchase.
Indeed.
Yes. What you looking at over there? What? What, are you okay? Everything all right?
Yeah, no,
You fine? You good?
So I was trying to add it with the
Right.
system real quick.
Oh, gosh.
Loopback is officially done.
For you?
Yeah, we have to upgrade. We have to pay to upgrade.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
Well, then you're going to give me the stuff if we figure it out, because I have to, because I have this big red circle that says Loopback needs to be updated.
Oh, well, screw it. Never mind. All right, so.
So I'm useless. I have no sounds.
Well,
Boo.
boo. So.
Yes. You seem as if you have something on your mind.
I have been told, or at least I've been reading, that the U.S. can learn a lot from Chile about college.
About college?
Specifically free college.
How not to do it? How it will bankrupt the economy, how it will destroy the land as a whole because it is just one more money pit.
No, none of that. How to actually do it right. Now, listen, you got to give this look. You have to give this the respect it's due. Okay, treat this with the utmost respect. All right, listen.
All right, I'll give it a whirl. I'll do my best. I'll do my best.
So poor was the education she received at her public high school. Pilar Vega Martinez.
Hashtag nailed it. Hashtag like a native.
Had to take an extra year to study the Prueba de Selección Universitaria, the Chilean version of the SAT. The work paid off. Her scores on the exam was good enough to get her into the top-rated university in Chile. Vega. Vega is now in her 3rd year, studying to be a nurse. And thanks to an important change in government policies, life got easier after that. She didn't have to pay! See, that's fine.
What?
Yeah, she didn't have to pay at all. See,
so
Chile made college tuition free through a policy called gratuidad.
What?
Gratuidad.
Okay.
Yeah, see, after years of angry public protest and escalating tuitions and student loan debt in the Gulf, inequality between the industries and tend to the wealthiest and the poorest of the students. And it's a version of free college, along with the lines of what many in the United States are talking about, including several Democratic candidates for president.
I'm still failing to see how this helps America. Like what America could learn from this.
Well,
Uh-huh.
the gratuidad, when finally began in Chile, lawmakers quickly realized it was an ambitious program, and the free tuition for everyone cost a lot, even in a country just over 5% of the population of the U.S. It became clear that the program had to be scaled down and delayed with complex restrictions.
I'm still. This is why. Somebody has to pay for it somewhere at some point.
So, I mean, what you're asking is it working, right?
Well, that would be kind of the next thing, but I don't see how it works. It can't work. It can't be working. There's no way.
I mean, look, all right, despite the investment in Chile, the reform is making only slow progress toward its primary goal, okay? Expanding access to higher education and lower income students. That's basically nearly like 90% of the lower income students already had financial aid before gratuidad. But looked at another way, the perspective of free tuition does inspire students to enroll in college who might have considered it, who might not have considered it, previously. Recent reports found that 15% of Chilean students in the program would have otherwise not sought an education.
I hate to burst your little bubble there, but if you offer anybody something for free,
a lot of
most of the time they're gonna take it.
What?
You want proof of that? Just take a flyer, and there are some people that turn it down. Hand a flyer out to somebody. It's free. Yeah. Give them a coupon. Here, get a free drink somewhere. Whatever.
Anywhere.
You watch. Oh, it could be anything. You give somebody something for free,
they will go spend $30 in gas to go get that free thing.
Yep. So you can't sit here and go, oh, well, look, more kids are considering going. Well, because that before they realized that there wasn't a financial opportunity for them. Their family couldn't afford it. They weren't going to be able to pay for it. So they had to make do and do the best they could.
Right.
No, now you're just shellacking it with this crap and going, oh, no, don't worry. Kids are going to go to school and college now. What are these guys going to do? Like, seriously, the degrees that they're getting in, the stuff that they're studying, they're not going to be able to get a job in Chile.
No, of course not. They have to go to another stuff. They have to go to another country.
Exactly. So what does that benefit the country?
It doesn't.
You're dumping money into your people,
right,
to turn around and send them out to the other side, to the rest of the world.
Right. I mean, the only way that you can look at that and say that it potentially had some sort of effort that was, I don't know, possibly good is, hey, at least we're exporting out really good students that can go into the job field and blah, 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 blah.
But that's it. I mean, and that's not even worth it. The amount of money that the rest of
it's a lot.
It's a money pit. You're literally taking money and flushing it down the toilet. This is not sustainable by any stretch of the imagination.
Yes.
And the fact of the matter is that NPR, God help you people, try to think that America can learn from this.
Yeah, well, America can learn from it. They can learn from that. It's a mistake. That's what we can learn from it.
It is. The only way that it would not be a money pit and completely useless and completely is if some way, somehow, and we're not anywhere near there yet. But if AI or if robots or whatever, we're doing all of the farming, all of everything that we need.
Yeah.
Clothing, food, all of it.
Right.
Every single thing, to the point that we don't, as human beings, do not have to work.
Right. All the things.
And
all the things.
If the world doesn't end, Jesus doesn't come back, we will eventually get there, I believe.
Probably
It'd be way down the road, but I believe we'll get there.
Yes.
At that point, then we can have a discussion about everybody having free college, because you don't have to make a living because you don't have to buy stuff. You know what I mean? It's just there. Eventually society will get to a point where everything's just automated and done, and you don't have to have a job because all the jobs are taken. So you just live off the bounty and the ease and live in the air quotes utopia that everybody wants to have. But that's not today there, pumpkin.
Nope, it really isn't today. And honestly, so there are a lot of people, and by a lot of people, I mean a lot of people out there that don't have anything. They have nothing more than a high school degree. Half of them, out of that thing, have they got a GED. Not even went through 4 years of college, not 4 years of high school, but they actually just have a GED. They went, got out, got a job, and busted their ass for years, and they're fine. They're doing fine.
Yeah, I've only got a high school diploma.
Many of them are actually millionaires, which I am not.
That's true too. I'm not anywhere near a millionaire. But
most self-made business owning millionaires were not college bound. They didn't go to college. They got done with high school and they went out into the field and they started doing their stuff and tried to make sure that they could get their butt rolling. That's what they did.
I would argue that at this, there was a point where like the unions, there was a point where college used to be
good,
imperative. It was important to have college, right?
Yeah.
Those days, just like unions, those days are over.
Look, I'm in a job field that
you are.
I'm in a job field that almost necessarily requires that I have some sort of additional education.
Yeah,
I've worked my ass off to get where I am. And you know what?
Yeah.
Maybe I spend $200 and get a new certificate.
Well, yeah, but again, it's not. You're going to be taking that certificate is direct, as in you're not going to be, in doing this, you're not also going to be taking extra credits like, Southern culture or
right. I'm just going
underwater
directly
basket
for the
weaving or anything like that. It's
just the stuff I need. Hey, look,
just the stuff you need.
I'm getting a credit, which leads me to a certificate that says that I am certified in this field.
See, that part of college is something I've never understood why nobody has grasped before as being what makes college a joke.
Right.
What in the world? Because I had to do this when I did go to a little bit of community college for a while trying to get a certificate in auto mechanics.
Yeah, sure.
One of the prerequisites I had to do.
English lit.
I did English. I did English. It was 111.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
English 111. Yeah, that's right, man.
I did that. And then.
Why?
I don't know. And then I turned around and I pulled Southern culture out. That literally, I had to take Southern culture. I don't know the point of this class. I don't know what it was supposed to be about. All I know is that from the beginning of the semester until the end, it took the entire semester class to watch To Kill a Mockingbird.
The entire semester?
Yes, because she would play it and stop. And then
it's an hour and 25 minutes.
I know. And I still don't fully grasp how she did this. It was like she would play it for a while and then stop like early in the class, and she would never come back to it again.
Uh-huh.
And so she would, I know how it was. So we would watch it.
Yep.
And she stopped at a point, and then, the next day she would start it again at the beginning, and we'd watch past that point and go a little bit further, and then a little bit further, and a little bit further, and a little bit further.
So what you're saying is you watched To Kill a Mockingbird on repeat in a loop for an entire semester.
Basically.
Oh my God.
Basically, I still, what does that have to do with learning how to fix a car? How to change your oil, how to timing on a Honda or something like that. That does nothing.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
So I went through a semester of college as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I stopped because two reasons. One, I didn't have the time.
Yep.
And two,
you were too young.
No. Two.
That's what everybody else thought. I was just saying
that's what everybody else thought. But I had a psychology class that I had to pass.
Oh.
Psych 101. Had to pass it.
I got to tell you a story about that.
Not a problem, by the way. I'm really good at psychology. Not a problem. I can pass it. Except for the fact that 90% of it was all transgender theory.
Really?
For no reason at all, except for the teacher was new. Brand new.
How long ago was this?
Oh, this was, 2010?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Had a lot changed in like 8 to 10 years, because when I was in,
brand new lady. She was the same age I was. Actually, I even know her. I knew her before she was a teacher. I say this, so that was another thing. I didn't realize who she was until about halfway through the year.
Uh-huh.
Which then really messed me up because, like, all right, I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
I had a similar problem with a
She was
psych teacher.
She was a lesbian
Of course she was.
that tried to take my then girlfriend and convince her to be a lesbian and take her from me. Which is now my wife. My now wife, then girlfriend, was being seduced by a lesbian that then eventually became my psych teacher. Who didn't remember me, thankfully.
Oh, good. Good. No, I had a problem with a psych teacher too. I actually was trying to go briefly. So I left. All right, I almost got the certificate for auto mechanics.
Yep.
I missed it by one class. I failed electrical work, and that's because I don't like chasing wires.
Well,
but anyway,
that makes sense.
Yeah, especially in a car, it's not fun. But no, so I decided I wanted to go back because that's something I've always wanted to get into is psychology. Psychology and sociology to me are fascinating. I love it.
Incredible subjects.
So I went in and I remember sitting in there, Psych 101.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was kicked out of the class permanently within 10 minutes.
Really?
Yes.
Awesome.
And oddly enough, it had nothing to do with psychology. I dabble a little in mythology. I've always been fascinated with ancient mythologies.
No.
I know, right? And so her and I got into an argument over, what was it? Over Anubis from Egypt. And there was she was factually wrong. Like I had in my book bag during this argument, books. And she had something in her thing that said, no, this is how it was. And blah, blah. I went, no.
Nope.
And she didn't like me calling her out in the middle of class on the first day in front of everyone. So I was politely asked to leave and never come back.
Oh, too bad. Sorry, teach. Your job is to teach. And if you're wrong,
oh no, I didn't want to be there either because it pissed me off. I'm like, you're an idiot. If you can't, and I told her this, if you can't get this right, then what the hell are you? There's nothing else you're telling me that I'm going to think is right.
If you don't know about Anubis, you know nothing about psychiatry.
Pretty much. That was my thought process because, and I stand behind that. I mean,
behind.
I cuddle with it. It's what I do. But no, that's just the way I felt. If you can't get that right, if you're not going to look that up, if you're not going to verify that, then how do I know you got anything else right? No. Mm-hmm. And so I just, I said, yes, ma'am. Thank you. Good day. And I left.
Yep. I'm done.
Yeah. Like a fat kid in dodgeball, just stumbled my way out of there. And I went and sat in the lounge and played Magic the Gathering with 4 or 5 other guys for 4 hours until my next class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun.
It was fun. I got my butt kicked, but that's okay.
Fine.
I learned how to play the game.
But you never learned how to talk to that psychiatry teacher.
Nope. I almost peed on her car one day, though.
That's really weird. Why would you do that?
I had to pee, and I was mad at her. It's pretty simple. There's not a lot of depth to me, if you haven't figured that out.
Well, there's a lot of width to you. So
there's a lot of width, but not a lot of depth. I didn't do it, but the thought severely crossed my mind because I thought, how funny would it be to know that even if it was dried, that she touched the door handle that I peed on, and
yep.
I chuckled and I went on to the lounge and was a good boy. So there we go. That was Dylan's story and my brief soiree into college.
Same, and I think we just went on a tirade on the second half there and didn't have to worry about it.
I like that though. I like it that way.
Okay.
Good stuff.
I think we need to go ahead and get the musics going here for the bell count. How about you?
Let's do it.
Let's do that.
Do it.
Good evening, Mojo 50. I'm a Leprechaun, and here with your bell count grade for the day, Monday, November 25th. Today we had 20 missed innuendo bells, 63 actual bells, 3 rim shots, and 1, oh my gosh, giving us a C for the day. Peace out and good night, y'all.
Aww. We only got a C.
That's okay. Mondays are never our strong point anyway.
That's true, and that's all the rest of it. Anyway, DOAE Show is the site for us, DOAEshow.com. Go to mojo50.com. We are on the stream there, live streaming with everybody else, like we told you earlier. Follow us at DOAE Show, at Dylan Lyles, at Stephen Airy. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
That was wonderful.
Bravo!
I loved that.
Oh, it was great.
Well, it was pretty good.
Well, it wasn't bad.
Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good,
It
though.
could have been a lot better.
I didn't really like it.
It was pretty terrible.
It was bad.
It was awful.
It was terrible.
Get him away!
Hey, boo!
Boo! Boo! Boo!